Hi guys, welcome back. We're back at it with the pregnancy vlogs, our very casual vlogs that we're doing where I just sit down and talk about my pregnancy week by week. And I am currently 15 weeks and 6 days. And I've decided that from now moving forward, I'm going to do 2 weeks at a time. It just seems to make more sense, I think. I'm still taking my notes every single week, which I would really encourage you to do if you're pregnant, just to kind of get how you're feeling out on paper and to have that as a reference. And yeah, I just think it's kind of special to document, and it's kind of like a journal along the way. So yeah, as far as my 13-week vlog, that technically I'm just gonna make the recap that I did. That'll, I guess, technically be my like 13-week is that first trimester recap, if that made any freaking sense. And because I kind of talked about what I was like feeling and stuff in that video, and I didn't want to be too repetitive. So this is going to be my 14-week and 15-week recap, okay? So yeah, let's talk about how I've been feeling. Let me refer to my notes, shall we? So I actually started throwing up at 13 weeks, which was around the time that I thought I was supposed to be done with sickness. At least they say typically nausea goes away around like 12 to 14 weeks, but truly it just depends on you know? Everyone's different and every pregnancy is different, so things just vary, you know? But the second trimester is when it's supposed to go away. I've heard people say that they threw up their entire pregnancy. They were sick the entire time, and which kind of reminds me that it's just kind of funny how as soon as you get pregnant, everyone thinks that they need to tell you every single horror story. They need to tell you everything that's like awful and blah, 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 blah. It's just kind of, it's interesting because I know people want to share, you know, and like now that, you know, I'm experiencing this too, maybe they feel like it's okay to share, which I don't know. At the end of the day, sometimes I'm just like, I don't think that that's appropriate sometimes. Like, not to be like too picky, like people like whatever, but I just think that sometimes pregnant women, especially first-time moms, don't need to hear all of the awful things. Not to be ignorant and not to be naive, but like, I feel like it's just, especially the first trimester, it's like you really have to protect your heart. I mean, even the whole pregnancy is like shielding your heart, shielding your baby, and like having boundaries, if that makes any sense. My nose itches. Not to get into a whole tangent, but anyway, back to the whole nausea thing. I'm hoping that this goes away because I'm in my second trimester now, and I think I have heard people say that around 18 weeks, like 16 to 18 weeks, it started to go away. So, I mean, honestly, who freaking knows? I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it works in my body. God, my nose itches so bad. Oh my gosh, wow, okay. Okay, so 15 weeks is when I feel like I started to pop out a little bit, and not like pop out to where like the public knows that I'm pregnant kind of a thing, but like to where I wake up and I still have a little bump, because a lot of the time it's bloating and all that kind of fun stuff. But now I'm starting to feel like, okay, I actually have a little bump like the whole day, because typically I wake up and I have absolutely nothing. By the end of the day, I'm just like, I feel massive. And anyway, I guess it's a good time to give you a little bump date. So let's see here. Alrighty, so it is, what time is it? It is almost 1 p.m. Okay, now I feel like it doesn't really look like much, but okay, yeah, it kind of does. I don't know. Okay, so it feels like it's starting to become more of a bump, but by the end of the day, it definitely is bigger. I know I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, you have nothing. There's nothing there. Now we are massive. So Okay, right now I'm feeling more small, but anyway, I'm almost 16 weeks, so I think that I'll start popping out soon, which is fun and exciting because I can't wait to have a belly. But I feel like now it's less bloating and more just like baby, like uterus growing, expanding, baby's obviously getting larger. The baby is 4 inches long. What? That's like, it's like a, I think one of the references on my app was a like a deck of cards, like the size of a card. Like that's big. Like I'm thinking like, okay, I have this little baby. It's like little, but like it's there. Oh, fun. It's starting to get bigger. Like that's a, anyway, it's crazy. So anyway, getting out of breath is something that also I've been noticing a little bit more. I know that's a lot of the times one of the first symptoms that people have, and I don't know if I really had that or not, but I feel like now I'm starting to notice it a little bit more. And then another really weird symptom is my ears popping. And this actually has been happening for several weeks. I think I just might have forgot to write it down or mention it in another video, but my ears are popping so bad. Like I'm on a mountain or in an airplane somewhere. Like it's crazy. Or like I have water in my ears or something. It's really weird. I don't know what that's all about, but that did not happen until pregnancy. So, and I haven't read or heard of anyone else saying that symptom. So if you've had that, let me know. What else? So going back to like nausea, energy levels, that whole kind of thing, the things that I have had frequently over the last few months. I now have more energy. Like the first part of the day, I feel basically normal. Like I'm not having sickness. I might have like little tiny waves of it, but nothing that's like crazy. I'm feeling like, okay, I can accomplish things. I can function like a normal human. I can typically eat normal. I'm still being like careful I don't have like a huge appetite by any stretch of the imagination, but I can eat things during the day and not throw up. But still, by the time 4, 5, 6 p.m. happens, I'm like so sick. I can't eat dinner, but I like force myself to eat because I'm like, I need to nourish my child. And that's when I'll throw up. It's just, it's not cute. So what I've been doing is I've been taking essential oil, and I feel like this is actually the one thing that I've tried that has actually worked. And I just hold that bottle up against my nose and I just sniff and sniff and sniff, and I just hold it there. Like we'll be watching TV and I just hold that there, and I'm like, I don't know if it's, I mean, I know the properties of it are helping. It has like lavender and peppermint and a bunch of other oils, but I know those two are supposed to be really, really good. But it gives me something to focus on. Like when I'm nauseous, I'm like, oh my gosh, someone talk to me, or like I have to think about something else, or I'm like, like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. What else? Let's see. Oh, we finally announced. So I'm planning on uploading a few of these at a time, and eventually I'll like catch up, but we announced at 15 weeks because we had our photo shoot done, and then my friend did our video for us, and it turned out amazing, literally exactly my vision, and I'm so grateful that he did that and that we have those memories forever. Ugh, I'm so grateful because that was kind of our like announcement, baby reveal kind of video, and it's so special. So we posted that, and now it's out there. It is out there, and that's been really fun and exciting just to have like so many people like share their love and support and just congratulate us, and it's just been like so sweet and feels special. Not gonna cry. Ah! Okay, so going into like cravings and food stuff a little bit more. I still have not been craving food. I guess the only thing that I have been craving, I guess, is like fruit and stuff. It just sounds really good to me. I've just really been enjoying fruit, thankfully. And also like sweet drinks. Like I want lemonade, I want fresh squeezed juice. That is so good to me, like a sweet drink. And I'm not someone that goes and gets like, I don't drink soda, and I don't drink like Minute Maid juice or something, or like lemonade, or like I just don't do that. But I did go to Willie's the other day, which is like a Mexican like takeout kind of place here in Atlanta, and I think they have like fresh squeezed lemonade, but I don't really know. I don't think it's like homemade, but it's like in the fountain thingy, you know. And I looked at that and I was like, that looks so freaking good, and I got myself a big old cup. And I've been doing like usually I'll do like half of the lemonade and half water just to like make it not as sweet and stuff. And I just like normally don't drink or eat like traditional sugar, if that makes sense. Like I just have like natural sweeteners. Anyway, I want sweet drinks and I've been letting myself do it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Within reason, I guess. Oh, and I do have Organifi powders that are really, really good, and they have a lot of amazing like superfoods and micronutrients and stuff in them. So I've been adding that to water, and that makes like a sweet drink for me, but also like full of superfoods, and it's so good. I think I still have a code for that. I'll link it below if you guys are interested in Organifi. I really like that brand. Anyway, what else? Oh, so at 13 weeks, I think I mentioned this in the recap video, but I started to feel little like tiny taps, and I'm like, I feel this baby. And I still kind of feel the same thing. It's not anything crazy that's happened over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks-ish, I guess, because I'm almost 16 weeks, but I have felt some things that I know is the baby moving, but I'm ready for like the big movements and the kicks, and to be able to like really know when it's happening, and then have Clark feel it, which should be in the next month or so, that he should be able to like feel the baby too, which will be so special. I still feel like the baby's sitting on my left side. It's just like it feels like a ball on my left side, like just a lot of like pressure kind of there. So I'm like, is it gonna move to the center of my belly, or like what? I don't know. It's kind of weird. It kind of freaks me out, but anyway. Oh, I did start to look for a holistic pediatrician. That was something my sister and I have been talking about. Oh, and my sister's pregnant, by the way. I didn't say this in my other videos because she didn't announce yet, but we are like 2.5, 3 weeks apart. She's pregnant with her 5th. This is my 1st, and we did not think that we were gonna be able to be pregnant at the same time, because we thought she had all of her children and I hadn't started yet. But here we are. They're having another one, and we are pregnant at the same time. She has 1 girl and 3 boys, and so we're curious to see if she's gonna have another boy and have 1 girl and 4 boys, or 2 girls and 3 boys. So we shall see. She's like, I know I'm having another boy and you're having a girl. Like, that's what it is. But I truly still kind of think now that I'm having a boy. I started going back and forth thinking I was having a girl for a little bit, but now I'm like, always go with your first intuition. It's a boy. But we're about to find out in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, so I've been chatting with her about finding a holistic pediatrician and kind of like going that route with things. I'm not gonna go into it too much. No surprise if you're here on my channel and if you know me, and that's the lifestyle that I live. And I would love to have my child have a provider that kind of jams with what we jam with, and the holistic approach to things. So I did find one. I think they're really, really popular and booked up like far in advance from what I've heard from other people. So we'll see about that, but it's been kind of fun to look into. And I've been sleeping really well. I sleep for like 9 hours a night. I get up several times to pee, and sometimes I'll like wake up because I've been dreaming like crazy, wild, insane things. Very odd, but for the most part, I've been sleeping really, really good. I got my pregnancy pillow, which was hurting my shoulders and my neck at the very beginning. So now I've kind of adjusted it to where I like the top of the pillow, I have to like press upwards. So my head is like underneath the top part, and put a pillow there, because it was like too hard and like making my neck all kind of weird, and I kept getting headaches, which is another thing. I get migraines in general, but now I'm getting headaches, like the pregnancy headaches, and which I can deal with those because I get migraines. Like, a headache is nothing. I'm like, I can live my life throughout the day with a headache. Like, it's just annoying, you know? I've been auditioning quite a bit the last few weeks, which has been really nice, and just a great reminder that it doesn't put me out of the game because I'm pregnant. It's just a new season, so I'm just embracing it. I did talk to my agent. She's supportive about it, and we're just gonna take it day by day, and I have something that might actually be in the works soon, waiting to hear confirmation about it. But regardless, I feel grateful that I'm still in the game, still doing my thing, and just believing and kind of affirming that, yeah, work is coming to me. Abundance is here with my career, and I'm not gonna be counted out because I'm pregnant. It's just a new season, and I've been really like thinking about that a lot lately. So that was, that's kind of been at the forefront of my mind. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I want these to be very long, but I will see you next time in my 16 and 17 week update. Okay guys, have a good day, bye.